Welcome to Master Domaining. I'm Gene Pimentel, and in this session, we'll talk about getting the most out of domain parking. I've never met a professional domainer who doesn't have lots of domains that are doing absolutely nothing. Sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands of domain names just exist in their portfolio with zero development. Developing domains, after all, is usually very time-consuming. Multiply that by hundreds or thousands of domains, and it's no wonder development just never happens. This is the very issue that was solved in part by domain parking companies. A domain parking company, in its most basic form, provides a way for you to simply upload a list of all your unused domains, and instantly they all have a web page generated containing lots of links and ads that are monetized. What this means is you can instantly have all of your unused domains instantly populated with a basic web page, and every time a visitor clicks on one of the ad links, you earn a few cents. The domain parking company earns by keeping a share of each click revenue as well. It was a brilliant solution for many years, and many domain portfolio owners made a lot of money by simply keeping their domains registered. Things have changed over the last few years, though, although there are still some very active domain parking companies, and it's still a very good idea to put all your unused domains to work for you. It's very difficult to make it profitable. Today, domain parking is more of a way to offset the cost of your domain registrations and renewals in hopes that they'll cover some of the expense. In the early days of domain parking, the search engines all indexed parked pages, so it was easy to rely on search engine traffic to generate easy money from your parked domains. I've had one or two domains that have generated up to $500 in clicks for just one day. Today, if I can get a domain to simply cover its own registration cost, I'm very happy. Even that is difficult with most domain names. Why? First, your domain name will not appear in the search engines if it's parked. Second, you're not allowed to drive traffic to your parked domain name. So your only chance of getting people to land on your parked page is when they manually type in your domain into their browser. This is called type-in traffic. If you're lucky, you'll have traffic coming from pre-existing links and promotions. I still park most of my unused domains simply because it takes virtually zero effort. So why not collect a few bucks to help offset the expenses? There are also domain parking companies who offer some levels of development and more potential to get your domains indexed as a result. Some of the most popular domain parking companies today are Cedo.com, Afternic.com, GoDaddy.com, DomainSponsor.com, NameDrive.com, and Bodis.com. Google even got into the parking game at one point, but they dropped it after not too long because it just wasn't worth it from a provider standpoint. The other parking companies make it worth their while by offering other related services and use their parking service as an attraction. There are other types of parking, of course, such as self-hosted parking. This is when you host your own simple web pages on your domains and have a monetization system in place. For example, you could become an AdSense publisher and include various AdSense ads on a simple web page that takes very little effort to create. You could also create a very simple web page promoting a ClickBank product and rely on a very occasional sale to generate just enough profit to have the domain pay for itself. Naturally, you could go all out and develop a fully functional website for your domain name for the maximum financial benefit. As a domainer, one of the easiest and most effective options is to have a pre-made web page that you can quickly upload to all your unused domains, which simply contains a compelling for sale message. That way, your chances of getting the right eyeballs on your domain for sale increases substantially. After all, someone who types in your domain name to visit often has some interest in the domain name. They may be businesses in that field who are looking for a suitable domain, and when they see your for sale message, they're likely to inquire. The bottom line is traditional domain parking is just a shadow of its former self, but can still be a great advantage to you by offsetting some of your registration expenses.